Welcome to Entrepreneurs in Fuego.
Thanks for having me.
Chuck, man. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs such as Chuck Trautman. Everybody knows Chuck.
Well, I hope so. You get to spend a lot of money getting stuff out there, you know.
Well, everybody should know you because you are AZ Marketing Association president, founder,
And also, I've
big man on campus.
Been on the earth a long time, you know, so more people know you when you get old.
Do people listen to you?
Well, they do, yeah. Matter of fact, they do. People pay me. People who don't pay me don't listen, but those who pay always listen.
It's pay for play, right? Oh, I listen to you because I pay.
Exactly. You can give people $1 million advice, and if it's free, they don't take it. But you give them $1,000 advice, and boy, they suck it all up.
But we should listen to you because you've been in marketing for the longest time. And when I say the longest time, I mean, you've seen changes.
Yes.
That most people that were born after 1990 might not have seen. You know, they're just used to the computers and everything else, and typewriters never existed.
Yeah, they don't know about rotary phones.
Rotary what? Exactly. So we should listen to you because you are in a very unique situation or position to compare what worked in the past, what the marketing tools that we used in the past vis-a-vis today's marketing
Well, the
tools.
unbelievable thing is, to be really successful, you have to use what was used in the past and the new tools. You can't be one or the other. You can't forget about the past because we all consume information in so many different ways. I'm always amazed at people when they say that they sent out an email and that person didn't call them. And I said, well, did you ever think about calling them? And it's, you know, the aversion to picking up the phone and calling someone, which is the best way to follow up after you've sent the email that no one asks or answers, replies to.
Are we hiding behind emails and texts?
Oh, I think we definitely are. We're hiding behind our devices to not be confronted with someone saying no to you face to face, maybe.
Is that what the old school salespeople were so good at? It don't matter how many no's you tell me. I mean, you're just like, no, okay.
Well, no's a lot better than maybe. I mean, you know, no, at least you know you have to make a change in your pitch, but maybe, what do you do?
It gives you hope. It gives you hope, and hope springs. AZ Marketing Association. What is that organization doing, Chuck?
Well, we are our membership site, and we predominantly provide marketing education. Our unique selling proposition is that we want to help educated business owners master direct response marketing. We also facilitate Break All Barriers mastermind groups. So that's our purpose. So we have a live event every month. In fact, I'm proud to say our 100th consecutive month in a row will be coming up on Wednesday, December 14th. Yeah. So we're not a fly-by-night, obviously.
Obviously not.
100 months in a row. And so we bring in speakers, we teach ourselves, and we start at 6:30 with some networking portion. We call it Munch and Mingles. We put some food out, and then at 7 o'clock sharp, we start our program, and we end at 9 o'clock sharp, even if someone is in mid-sentence. We don't make anybody, you know, those things that it's 7 to 9 and at 9:45 someone's still droning on. Now we don't do that.
See, now I know where Taylor gets it because she has a group and she just finishes right there, and then with mid-sentence on, it's over.
So you're a Marine, huh, Taylor?
Exactly.
That's where I got mine.
There you go, brother. You wrote a book called Business Tips from the Trenches. That's the Marine aspect of it. How to Succeed in Business Without an MBA. 45 big lessons they don't teach you in college. Why not 40? Why not 50 lessons?
Well, I'll tell you how I decided. Everybody's been writing a book forever, and most people don't get it done, right?
Exactly.
And one of my mentors is Dan Kennedy, and the best for pay course that he ever sold was Influential Writing Workshop. And I'd read the course a couple times, listened to the CDs, and he says in there that all of us need to have at least 50 stories that we can use in our selling situations to relate to people, and I had never written them down, so finally I wrote down, and I had well over 100. So I just condensed my kind of going through the chronology of my life to lessons I learned along the way, and it just happened to end up 45. I mean, at the end of it, I counted them up, and that's how we got 45. It could have been 47, it could have been 42.
What, in writing this book, Chuck, in being in marketing for this long, what did you find out about yourself?
Oh, I found out in writing the book, I knew myself pretty good, but I was surprised about some of the lessons that I came up with to share with people. And you know, there's nothing magic about that, but too many people quit too early, too many people, you know, cliche, they don't go the extra mile,
Yep.
all those different things. So I had stories to illustrate those points. One of my favorite ones was in the Marines. I was an aircraft mechanic, and I was in Da Nang in Vietnam, and we were a KC-130, a 4-engine turboprop squadron, and there was guys my age who were corporals, and they were on first mechs on these planes. They were flight crew. Well, you got more money if you're a flight crew, and it was a better, more fun job. So I said, I want to do that. And they said, oh, no, you could never possibly learn everything that to do to take the test to be that. And I said, well, that's a challenge. And about 30 days later, I passed their tests, and now I'm flight crew. So it was not take, no, persist, pursue, that kind of thing. So that was a big lesson.
So persistence is always, I mean, I don't care how new school, how old school, persistence. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah, exactly right. Keep going. Take action. We always hear about taking action.
Yep.
That doesn't matter if that was 40 years ago or today. You got to take action. You can't think about it and manifest it without taking some kind of action to reach that thing that you're trying to manifest or accomplish.
And in writing this book also, did you find that there is a chasm or there's a gap, to put it gently, between I'm going to say the newer generation of entrepreneurs and the old school entrepreneurs? Is there a marketing gap in there of maybe perception as to how we see the market, of persistency perhaps, of taking the nose? Do we give up easily? What is going on?
Well, I actually believe, you know, the 80-20 rule applies here also, and I'm really proud that I've got many people who are members of my association in their 20s and 30s. And why would they do that? Well, they want some wisdom from the past, and I love to be with them and soak up the knowledge they have also, because we have to learn. But
sure.
But 20% of the people are always going to take advantage of everything, and the people that dismiss or discount the past are the people who are generally probably lazy or opinionated or something. Don't you believe that we have to learn something every single day? I sure believe that. And,
I sure do.
So you go where you can.
9 rules for business prosperity in the new economy.
Yeah, that was different. The books were entirely different. This was kind of took me through my life's journey and talked about things that I learned, and this was more of a business or marketing book for people. And you know, frankly, we use books as our business cards. Every entrepreneur or business owner should have a book or two. So when you go call on somebody, if I go call on somebody, I'm going to leave them this along with a business card, because that shows that I have expertise, because I took the time to write a book.
It gives you legitimacy.
Yeah, very few people actually read a book or don't read more than the first chapter, or they skim them. I'm always love it when someone takes one of these books and questions me about something on page 47, because I don't know what the hell's on page 47. But
I was going to ask you, I've done that to people that says, you wrote this book. Yeah, okay, so what is on page 47? They're like, I don't know, I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, you know, so.
The best lesson in your life as an entrepreneur, what is the best lesson you've learned?
Oh, I think the best lesson is to always research and be prepared when you go to do anything. I also think, I'm saying that, but I also think that we talk about our gut, and I think that 90% of the time our gut reaction is what we end up making a decision on. By taking the time to research and think, you only confirm the gut. But you know somebody right away whether you like them or not, right? I mean, you know that intuitively. You know that, and if you dislike them, they know if they're blowing hot air on you or not. We sense all that stuff, and so that's our gut talking. And there's scientific evidence that there's a lot of brain power in our heart and gut as well. So, and I'm not a scientist. I just read that.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Can we keep them forever? Because you know the wealth of knowledge that you have in writing these books. And by the way, thank you for writing these books, because that wealth of knowledge and people that come here to the show that are of a certain age, that transmit that knowledge through our program, Entrepreneurs in Fuego. Believe me, it's so valuable, it's so golden, because we could be watching this program 5 years from now, it's still very relevant. Because the more things change,
Or they stay the same.
you got it. We're out.